turned the wrong way the entire time, isn't it? Are you kidding me? Come on. I hate when that happens. So I've been looking at the wrong way. So I'm just gonna look this way. Maybe I'm not sure if you heard what I just said, but yes, basically I have a chance. Okay. My father passed from cardiac arrest. My mother's father passed from a stroke in 1992. This is not anything to mess around with. I have twinges in my heart. This comes from stress, life piling up, and it being too much. I love this little baby girl right here with all my heart and soul, but in some ways it's just too much. Like the very, very nice housekeeper here said, you need to take time for yourself. And it's very, very true. It's a little bit scary. It's a little bit scary because you can only take on so much before your heart says, you know what, that's it. And you take risk factors into that account. You take your family, history into account. You can't beat it. Your genealogical tree, it's not always, that's not your best friend either. Traits are not always, always good. You need to watch out, watch yourself, and check yourself. And be careful. Don't take on more than you can. My father did that. He did painting and in stone. New vanities in the bathroom and a stove and a microwave, an over-the-range microwave in our kitchen. The poor man couldn't get out, couldn't go longer than he wanted to. He took on so much. These are the best prime of his life. He had his GED, the car, the truck that he wanted, the business mowing him down, I mentioned before. So I'm being very, very seriously. This Rockstar Games employees, anybody affiliated with Rockstar Games, I will take Grand Theft Auto 6 on in a very special way. Just leave it to me. Okay. Let's pretend I'm the Grand Theft Auto 6 in real Lester Crest in real life, okay? Leave it to me. Leave it to me. What are you doing, honey? No, you need a nice girl, please, okay? You might say, well, the sun here, so looks like I'm not. Like I have glaucoma or something is wrong with my eye, but like I said, okay? I said initially, $2 trillion. I want to be paid for what I'm doing. Because I've launched a campaign for Grand Theft Auto 6, okay? 2006, that's basically what it was. We're getting the word out there, started with my Instagram account, and then it, transitioned over to Grand Theft Auto forums, and then now it sits here in my Twitter account. My whole XXV games, that's a movement. That's part of Grand Theft Auto 6. It plays into that whole notion of, chasing your destiny and your desires and your ambition. Because just a moment. Armor's locking up very tight. That's what it's all about. And I just want to get through this life by being able to get through this life, not having to be, wheeled into a stretcher in a hospital. When taking on my mother, that was too much. That was too much for me. I was overworking my heart, and you don't ignore chest pain, twinges, heart, anything like that. It's the worst thing you can do. That's why you need to keep your stress levels in order. Easy on alcohol consumption. I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm saying be conscientious about it, about your caloric intake, all of that. It all matters. It's not a joke, it's not a fairy tale. Like my mother thinks. It's not a fairy tale. You mess around enough, life will mess around with you right back, because you didn't take it seriously. Every second, every pulse, every nanosecond of this life matters. So what I'm asking you is, Rockstar Games, I want to help you with Grand Theft Auto 6. Campaign, like I'm doing for Mr. Benz with Everywhere. And I would like to be paying for that, handsomely. And I'm going to earn every single dollar. Like I said, it's 2 trillion. Like I said 10 billion before. I'm bringing that up to 50 billion or 80 billion dollars. 50 billion or 80 billion dollars. Firm price. For all my work, everything I'm doing, from my X3 Triple I movement, everything on Twitter, everything on Grand Theft Auto forums, because I'm sure you've been scouting around there. Instagram, anything that has Grand Theft Auto to it. Anything that has Grand Theft Auto to it. So I say to you, if you are watching this, I cannot stress to you how much this matters to me. I've lost sleep over Grand Theft Auto 6, Grand Theft Auto the Trilogy Definitive Edition. Well, that's not right. But my future's on the line. If I lose my job, as my sister's caretaker, I face homelessness and, you know, poverty, and I don't want that. I can't respect that. I can't accept it. I cannot accept that life. That's not what my dad would want. He was in that life, and you know, everybody he worked with, you know, he would say, I want to make sure that you don't have to go through that. So, you know, I'm going to be a mentor to you. I'm going to be your confidant. And, you know, the guys at the floor, Anheuser-Busch looked up to him for that reason. He was a good man. He deserved longer in this Google's Earth. He deserved to walk the Earth longer. So, again, $50-80 billion for what I'm doing here, so I can try to get through the rest of this life unscathed. My sister's going to share with me. It's only a matter of time when that happens. Right now, she is the pride and joy of my life, like she was my father's life. This is real, okay? There's no script here. But what I'm saying is, God bless her, I love her dearly, but it's very difficult to take on. So I'm thinking, I have one chance to possibly be a billionaire. I know the concept is Grand Theft Auto trillionaire, but billionaire, trillionaire, just anything that can last long. I'd be grateful for it. I'm going to keep mentioning this over and over and over. You're going to see it in the videos. I'm going to mention a payday. Okay, I'm going to mention a payday for because I'm working hard for this community, and I just want Rockstar Games to know that. I appreciate you. You know all the work, and you know your franchise, part of my history, part of my childhood, nostalgia. I miss it terribly, especially because that's when my father didn't walk this earth. I remember the last time my dad. No, my dear, calm and collected, please. Played Grand Theft Auto 5. He's walking around with shirtless Michael around Rockford Hills, getting into trouble with the police. And, you know, it's a fond memory. I miss my pal so much. I know he's very proud to see where I am right now, what I'm trying to do with this. But this is serious, okay? Nobody believes it on Twitter. I know. I could tell by the impressions to the engagement ratio. Or, yeah, the ratio. Nobody believes it. So, Rockstar Games, I'm going to make you believe it, so that it can happen. I truly hope everybody has a fantastic day. Stay strong. Be your ambition. Be about your ambition. Remember, you're the pulse of ambition. Stay safe. Don't back down. Look the other way. Take everything headstrong, head on. I'm off to some time in. My sister's going to get some time in with my mother. Make sure the relationship's tightened up. There's no loose end, no disconnection there. And I'm going to extend our stay here at this nowadays at Best Western Inn for another 6 days. And the personnel here are saints, absolute saints. It's a beautiful space here. I'm grateful. Grateful will never stop being grateful. Synchronicity plays a role, sure. But thank you so much, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Lean on each other, love each other, and chase your destiny. There's a grail out there waiting for you. But it will be yours if only you believe it will be yours. Nobody will put it in your hands. You have to put in the work and show your best workmanship every day. Don't clock out. Give 110% of your pulse every single day. Don't back out. Don't back out, don't back down. Don't give in. Okay, everybody. Take care and have a fantastic day. This is XSP Triple I.